early answer?
Some anonymous scientist. That was my earlier answer.
No, then you modified. What did you say after that?
Some scientist.
You are forgetting. Do you want me to show you a recording?
Earlier I said it was...
No, then I corrected. That Maruti car कौन बोलेगा? आपने क्या कहा?
Manufacturer.
Manufacturer, creator, maker, inventor. That is the correct answer. वो scientist तहकीक करेगा, discover करेगा, would be the second. Number 2. The manufacturer may be a scientist or may not be a scientist. Manufacturer is first. The person who does research on it is the second person. The researcher can discover it, but the real word is manufacturer, creator, inventor, not scientist. There are many non-scientist people who make table chair. Scientist थोड़ी बनाता है, carpenter बनाता है. तो carpenter को पता है कि chair कैसे रखना चाहिए. बराबर ना? एक special chair carpenter ने बनाया. Scientist थोड़ी है. ऐसे 2 पैर की chair जो गिरती नहीं है, carpenter है. He is a manufacturer. तो ये कुरान भी किसने लिखा? इस कायनात के मैन्युफैक्चरर ने, इन्वेंटर ने, मेकर ने. इस मेकर, इस इन्वेंटर, इस जो क्रिएटर है, हम अरबी में कहते हैं अल्लाह, इंग्लिश में लोग कहते हैं गॉड. इसीलिए आज की साइंस, दे आर नॉट एलिमिनेटिंग गॉड, दे आर एलिमिनेटिंग मॉडल्स ऑफ गॉड. दैट्स द रीजन फ्रांसिस बेकन, अ वेरी great philosopher and scientist, he said that little knowledge of science makes you an atheist and in-depth knowledge of science makes you a believer in God. Aaj ki science is not eliminating God, they are eliminating models of God. La ilaha illallah. So the more science you know, shallow knowledge of science will make you an atheist. In-depth knowledge of science will make you a believer in God. But you will start thinking, this thing cannot be God. A God who can be killed, a God who can die, a God who requires help from a second God. Then you are eliminating, this cannot be God, this cannot be God. La ilaha, no God, no God. But Allah, the creator of this universe, the manufacturer of this universe, the inventor of this universe. So, the answer with the help of science. There is no way you can scientifically prove the existence of God except with the help of the Quran. With the help of the Quran, you can scientifically prove the existence of God if he is a true scientist and if unbiased. If he is biased, yet he may keep on beating on the bush. If he is unbiased and if he truly has knowledge of science, like many questions you told, you gave me wrong answers, I helped you, then you agreed with it. So if a person who has true knowledge of science will agree that there is one God, which we call as creator, which we call as sustainer, which we call as maker. In Arabic we say Allah.
Just a final question.
Before the final question, do you agree that the author of this is the inventor, the manufacturer of the creation of the universe? You may not know his name. Name is not important. Quran says in Surah Isra chapter 17 verse 110, Qulidullah abidur rahman ayyamatadu falal asmaul husna. Say call upon him by Allah or Rahman. Whichever name you call upon him, to him belong the most beautiful names. Final question will come later on. Let's handle one question. See, asking question is very easy. Agree it is right or wrong. Teacher ने ये नहीं कहा कि पहला right है कि wrong है, तीसरे पे चौथे पे जा रहा है. I am a person who believes in doing few things but properly. I am a scientist. I don't know whether you are a scientist or not, though you claim to be.
I'm not a scientist. I never said I'm a scientist. I said I'm a student of science.
Fine. Student of science means not a good scientist, but scientist. But chota mota hai na. Student of scientist will not be a geologist. A student of science is not expert. So we believe in at least solving one thing properly rather than jumping on 20 things. Correct? So I'm asking you, do you agree that the author of this Quran is the inventor, is the maker of this universe?
No, because I believe, I assume...
It is not the question of assumption. I asked you so many questions. You kept on giving the answer. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, agreed. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, you agree. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, you agree. No, but 2 plus 2 is not equal to 4. You already said 2 plus 2 is equal to 4.
I don't know who wrote Quran.
Fine, I'm not asking who wrote. Who could have mentioned it? You agreed with it has to be the creator. You don't know the name. I'm not asking you the name. I'm telling you about the entity.